Hi, boys and girls. We're going to be working on our sight words. So I say the word, then you say the word. And then we have some new words at the end. Ready? America. Was. Once. Says. Come. I. Tomorrow. Today. Again. Together. People. Fought. Where. To. Some. To. Of. Another. Brother. Mother. Love. Sure. There. Put. Very. You. Do. Into. Want. Does. Brought. Word. Work. For. Country. Because. World. Many. Any. Done. One. School. Goes. Friend. Are. From. Could. Would. Change. Stranger. Strange. Danger. Often. Tough. Rough. Enough. Collar. Won't. Don't. Should. Bought. Were. There. Been. Animal. Move. The. What. Other. Something. Answer. Heard. Earth. Early. Only. Said. Learn. Your. Have. Give. Thought. Live. They. Who. Every. America. Awesome. Now we are going to learn some new sight words. Ready? Okay, our first word is the word eight. What's the word? My turn. E-I-G-H-T. Your turn. Okay, so this word is talking about the number 8. An example of a sentence could be, I am 8 years old. Now you think of a sentence. Okay, so this word is 8. All right, the next word is the word through. My turn. Through. Your turn. My turn. T-H-R-O-U-G-H. Your turn. Okay, this word is through. An example of using this word in a sentence could be, I am going through a tunnel. Now you think of a sentence. Okay, this word is through. Okay, our next new word is the word father. My turn. Father. Your turn. My turn. F-A-T-H-E-R. Your turn. Okay, so an example of this word in a sentence, this word father is talking about your dad. So I could say, my father is driving a car. Now you think of a sentence. Okay, let's go over our new sight words. Ready? 8. Through. Father. Awesome. Good job, guys. Kids your brains. Okay, guys, now we are going to do our suffix cards. Ready? My turn. Suffix ES. Your turn. Okay, suffix ES means more than one. And we use ES at the end of words that have the root word ending in the letters like X or CH or S or SH. Ready? Next one. My turn. Suffix LY. Your turn. Suffix LY means like or how. My turn. Suffix ING. Your turn. Okay, suffix ING means it's happening right now. My turn. Suffix S. Your turn. Suffix S means more than one. My turn. Suffix Y. Your turn. Suffix Y means full of or like. My turn. Suffix ed, your turn. Suffix ed means it already happened. My turn. Suffix ness, your turn. Suffix ness is the condition of. My turn. Suffix less, your turn. Suffix less means without. What's it mean? All right, guys, so we're going to do some new suffix cards today. I'm going to show you a few new ones that we haven't learned in class, and then we're going to do a couple prefixes, and I will tell you what that is here in just a minute. All right, so our next suffix card is going to be suffix full. Now, suffix full means that something is full of, or it has a quantity that will fill something. For example, the word peaceful has suffix full at the end, or the word cupful has full at the end. Another suffix is suffix est, which sounds like ist. So suffix est means the most. Like if I was to say something was the fullest, I have suffix est at the end. Or if I have the word slowest, slow is my root word. And when I add that est at the end, it means that it's slower than anything else. It's the slowest. It's the most. It's the slowest. Okay? And then our last one, we have suffix er. And when we have suffix er, that means there's more. So, for example, I could have the word shorter, and is what the er sounds like. My root word would be short, and I'm adding at the end. So shorter means that there's more that are short. So when we see er at the end of a word, it means that there are more. And guys, now we're going to talk about something called prefixes. So we know that a suffix goes at the end of a word. Well, now we're going to talk about prefixes. And a prefix goes at the beginning of the word and changes the meaning of the word. The first prefix we're going to talk about is the prefix dis, which is dis. And when you see the prefix dis at the beginning of a word, that means not or opposite. For example, if you saw the word disbelieve, my root word would be believe, and my prefix would be dis. And if somebody says they disbelieve something, that means they don't believe it. Another example is the word dislike. I have the prefix dis in front of my root word like. So if I say I dislike something, it means that I don't like it. Let's do another one. Okay, this prefix is the prefix pre. So when you see the prefix pre in front of a root word, it means before. So you might hear somebody say they are going to pre-cook something. That means that they are going to, or prepare it, they're going to get it ready before they cook it. Or these are called prefixes, and we have the word pre at the beginning. So prefix means that it's going to be at the beginning of a word. Okay? So pre means before. And remember, a prefix always goes before the root word. And then the last one we're going to talk about is the prefix un. So when you see the prefix un in front of your root word, it means not or opposite. So if I had the word uneven, that would mean that something is not even because I have the prefix un before my root word even. So uneven means it's not even. Another example could be if I had the root word do and put the prefix un at the beginning, my word would be undo. That means I'm not going to do it. Okay? So let's just go over those new ones really quickly. One more time. Okay, we have prefix un. Prefix un means not or opposite. Okay, then we have suffix full, which means full of. Suffix ist, which means the most. Suffix which means more. Prefix dis, which means not or opposite. Prefix pre, which means before. And prefix un, which means not or opposite. Good job, guys. Okay, guys, now we're going to do our sound cards. Ready? Feather, digraph TH. Bird, combination IR. Horse, combination OR. Or. Quilt, combination QU. Qua. Turtle, combination UR. Umbrella U. Rabbit R. Zebra Z. Octopus O. Apple A. Jar J. Shark, digraph SH. Sh. Concrete E consonant E. Sun S. Lion L. Tent T. Thimble, digraph TH. Cat C. Candle, final stable syllable DLE. Dull. Ruffle, final stable syllable FLE. Full. Bubble, final stable syllable BLE. Bull. Bottle, final stable syllable TLE. Tull. Fox X. Yarn Y. Balloon B. Acorn A. Goat G. Straw, digraph AW. Hat H. Cheese, digraph CH. Sheep, digraph E. Pie, digraph I. Shield, digraph IE. Elephant E. Ring, digraph NG. Patch, trigraph TCH. Equals E. Dog D. Pig P. Inch I. Icicle I. Candy Y. Cry Y. Light, trigraph IGH. Bugle, final stable syllable GLE. Gull. Vest V. Tooth, digraph OO. Ooh. Hay, digraph AY. Butter, combination ER. Mouse, diphthong OU. Ow. Cow, diphthong OW. Ow. Faucet, digraph AU. Aw. Key, digraph EY. Phone, digraph PH. Knot, ghost digraph KN. Bridge, trigraph DGE. Thread, digraph EA. Banana, schwa A. Leaf, digraph EA. Dime, I consonant E. Bow, digraph OW. Oil, diphthong OI. Toy, diphthong OY. Cake, A consonant E. Circle, cedilla C. Hook, digraph OO. Staple, final stable syllable PLE. Pull. Monkey M. Fish F. Duck, digraph CK. Star, combination AR. Glue, digraph UE. Ooh. Rain, digraph AI. Unicorn, U. Wreath, ghost digraph WR. Gnat, ghost digraph GN. Lotion, Final stable syllable, T-I-O-N, shun. Kite, K-K. Soap, digraph, O-A, O. Draft, soft, G-J. Steak, digraph, E-A, A. Wagon, W-W. Overalls, O-O. Rose, S-Z. Nest, N-N. Hose, O consonant E, O. Cube, U consonant E, U. Cashew, digraph E-W, ew. Veil, digraph E-I, A. Receipt, digraph E-I, E. Wallet, A-O. Whale, combination W-H, W. Good job, guys. Echo these words and listen for the sound that's the same in each word. Ceiling, protein, seize. Think about what sound you hear in the medial position of the words ceiling, protein, and seize. You should hear the E sound in the medial position. There are two letters that make the E sound. Think about what you think they might be. If you said EI, you are right. So EI is a digraph. And remember, a digraph is when two letters come together to make one sound. And we code digraphs by underlining them. So we're going to underline the EI in all three of these words. Now, since this digraph is making the long E sound, we're going to mark out the I and put a macron over the E. Okay, so now we need to see if there's any other coding to do. So let's look at the first word, ceiling. Now, I know there's an ing at the end, but if we cover that up, seal is not a root word. So now we look for something else. Let's look for our vowel pattern. So this vowel pattern is a VCV vowel pattern. We find our vowels. We have a V here, which is a vowel, C, and then this I is a vowel. And since ing makes a sound, we're going to put our dividing line here. Add the accent mark. Now let's look at the first half of the word. The C at the beginning is a cedilla C, so we need to code that. We have digraph NG at the end, and our I says I, so it's going to be short. Now let's sound this word out. S, E, L, I, Ng, ceiling. Let's look at the word protein. We also have a vowel pattern here. Put a V under our vowel, C under the consonant, V under our digraph. So this is a VCV pattern. We're going to put our dividing line right here and add the accent mark. Now, since our dividing line goes here, that means the O is not followed by a consonant, so it's going to be long, and we're going to add a macron there. So this word will be P-R-O-T-E-N, protein. And the word at the bottom, seize, only has one coding, and that is to mark out the E at the end because it does not make a sound. Now echo these words for me. Ready? This word is veil. What's the word? Vein. Rain. Think about the sound that you hear in the medial position of the words veil, vein, and rain. You should hear the A sound. Think about what letters might make the A sound. If you said E and I, you are right. Remember, when two letters come together to make one sound, they are called a digraph. So we are going to code the digraph by underlining it. Now, we can't code EI to make the A sound, so all we will do when it makes the A sound is underline it. So digraph EI makes two sounds, A and E. And since the digraph EI makes vowel sounds, we call them a vowel digraph. Our first digraph EI has the E sound. So when you see this card, you are going to say receipt. Digraph EI. E. The keyword receipt helps us remember the E sound is spelled with digraph EI. Our next keyword for digraph EI has the A sound. See if you can guess it. So this is something worn over the head. You usually see it on brides on their wedding day. It is usually made of light cloth or a type of fine netting. What do you think it is? If you said veil, then you are right. So when you see this card, you are going to say veil, digraph EI, A. The keyword veil helps you remember the A sound spelled with digraph EI. So digraph EI is an irregular spelling for the E and A sounds. Now let's code some words. Let's start with number 16. The first thing we look for in a word is a suffix or a final stable syllable. We do not have any suffixes or final stable syllables in this word, so now we look for obvious coding. We do have digraph EI, so we are going to underline it. Now this time, EI is going to sound like A, so this is all the coding we do for it. Sound this word out with me. V-A-L, veil. All right, look at number 17. Number 17 does not have any suffixes or final stable syllables at the end, but it is a compound word. So we're going to add a dividing line between the N and the D. Let's look at the first half of the word. We do have digraph EI. We are going to underline it. Now this digraph says the A sound, so we're not going to do any other coding to it. Let's look at the second half of the word. We have digraph EE. We're going to underline it, mark out the second E, and put a macron over top of the first E because it makes the long E sound. Let's sound this word out. Ready? A-N. Rain. D-E-R. Deer. Reindeer. We're going to draw a line to the picture. Okay, look at number 18. We do not have any suffixes or final stable syllables at the end, so now let's look for obvious coding. We do have digraph EI, so we are going to underline it. This digraph is going to sound like the E. So we mark out the I, put a macron over top of the E. Now let's look here. We have more than one vowel in our word, so we need to find the vowel pattern. EI is going to be a vowel, L is a consonant, and this I is a vowel. So we have a VCV vowel pattern. We're going to add our dividing line. Now let's look at the first half of the word. This C is followed by an E, so it will be a cedilla C. It's going to make the S sound. Okay, now sound out the first half of the word. S-E-L, seal. Now let's look at the second half of the word. We have digraph NG, underline it, and our I is short. It's followed by a consonant, so we put a breve. Sound this out. I-ng, ing. Sound out the whole word with me. S-E-L-I-ng, ceiling. Okay, look at number 19. On number 19, we do have a suffix at the end of a word. Remember, we code a suffix with a box around it. And suffix ed means it already happened. Okay, so now let's look for obvious coding. We have digraph EI, which sounds like E this time. So we mark out the I, put a macron over the E. Okay, so now let's look at our vowel pattern. V, C, C, V. And since this is a V, C, C, V pattern, remember the dividing line goes between the two consonants. Let's look at the first half of the word. We have an O, and it's followed by a consonant, so we add a breve. It's a short vowel. The C is followed by an O, which means it's going to make the hard sound, so we add a K back to it. Sound this part out with me. K-A-N, con. Okay, now this C is followed by an E. Since it's followed by an E, it will be a cedilla C. So we add our backward C underneath it. Sound this part of the word out. Eat, id. Now do the whole word with me. Conceited, conceited. Now look at number 20. Number 20 does not have any suffixes or final stable syllables, so now look for obvious coding. We have digraph EI, and it's going to make the E sound. So mark out the I, put a macron over the E. Now, if you notice, we have more than one vowel, so we need to find the vowel pattern. Here's our O, it's a vowel. T is a consonant. Then we have a vowel digraph, so we're going to put a V here. So this is a VCV pattern. We're going to add our dividing line. Now let's look at the first half of the word. The O, when we cover up the second half of the word, is not followed by a consonant, so we need to put a macron on top. And there's no other coding we need to do to the second half of the word. So sound this word out with me. Ready? P-R-O-T-E-N, protein. Let's code some more words. Let's start by looking at number 21. So remember, the very first thing you look for in a word is if it has any suffixes or final stable syllables. There are no suffixes or final stable syllables in this word, so now we look for obvious coding. Okay, so this is a compound word, so we need to add our dividing line between the L and the P. Now let's look at the first half of the word. Okay, so remember when A is followed by an L, it makes the short O sound, ah, and we code that with 2 dots above the A. And since it's following the floss rule, we don't need to mark out the second L. Let's look at the second half of the word. We do have combination AR, and that's all the coding for this word. So now sound this word out with me. B-all, ball, p-ark, park. This word is ballpark. Look at number 22. There's no suffixes or final stable syllables at the end. So now we look for obvious coding. This is also a compound word, which remember is when two words come together to make one word. So we add our dividing line. Let's look at the first half of the word. We have digraph SH, and we have an I that's followed by a consonant, so we add a breve since it's short. Sound this half of the word out with me. D-ish, dish. Look at the second half of the word. Okay, we have combination ER at the end, and the A is followed by a W, so it's going to make the short O sound. So we need to add the 2 dots above the A. Okay, sound this half of the word out. Ready? W-a-t-er, water. So this word is dishwater. Hey, look at number 23. Number 23 does not have any suffixes or final stable syllables, so we look for obvious coding. Okay, we see sneaky E at the end. He goes behind the I, makes the I say I. And this is a vowel pattern, so we have V, C, V. Okay, and our dividing line is going to go between the first vowel and the consonant. Remember, when A is a syllable of its own, it's going to be a schwa A. So we're going to put an upside down E here. Sound this word out with me. Alive. Alive. Okay, number 24 has a suffix at the end. Suffix ing, which means it's happening right now. So we put a box around it. And then we look for obvious coding. We have diphthong OI. Let's put our arc under it. Sound this word out with me. Boiling. Boiling. And let's look at our last word. We do have a final stable syllable, T-I-O-N. Put a bracket around it. Add our accent mark. And when we cover up our final stable syllable, our O will not be followed by a consonant. So that means it's long, and we need to add a macron. Sound this word out with me. Ocean. Lotion. And then draw the line.